in the B final.
So this the lineup, the defending world champions Australia in lane 3, Romania the Olympic champions. They haven't been quite the force of the mid and late 90s, but nonetheless they're in the final and rebuilding. The United States of America, they have the world best time. They set that in Athens in the Olympics, 5:56.55. So Canada on the far side in lane number 1, not represented at the World Championships and didn't get further than the repêchages in the Olympics. China, 4th in the Olympic Games. Here are Australia, and there'll be some determination to go out with a gold here by the defending champions. Kate Hornsey in the stroke seat with Emily Martin. Kate Hornsey doubling up. United States in lane 4. Karen Davis in the stroke seat facing the coxswain Mary Whipple. Germany, Elke Hippler again doubling up with Nicole Zimmermann. They were involved in the pairs. And closest to you, Romania, with most of the old familiar names disappeared, but who knows? Hey-ho, come Beijing, they might all come tumbling back, even the likes of Elisabetta Lipa. So, Karen Davis, Olympic silver medalist with America. As I said, the Americans set the world best time, but that was before the final. And Romania regained, or retained, I should say, the Olympic gold. So closest to you in lane number 6, Romania, then Germany, United States, and stretching out to Australia, China and Canada on the far side.
Very fast start by everybody with the exception of Romania. It's a very young crew, this. You pointed out that they are no longer at the force they were when they were Olympic champions. Well, that's partly because it's a junior crew that's just coming through.
So in lane 4, this is the USA. Mary Whipple, the coxswain, at the stern end of the boat with the race plan. Kate Hornsey, Emily Martin, Sarah Hurd, Kim Crow, Sarah Cook, Amber Bradley, Joe Lutz and Robin Selby-Smith. They've all been in action and trying for this
the interesting thing
big
is
boat medal.
That if you look at USA with Shoup and Mikkelsen, if you look at Australia, if you look at Germany, all the top crews in the echelon positions, in the pole positions of these races are doubling up. And in the petite finale, that's not true. So when you get really good athletes, you can use them twice or 3 times. Not such good athletes, you end up having to concentrate on just one event. So here we have the United States, a long way out for 1 minute 25 seconds, coming up to 500 meters, and they're 3/4 of length on a field with Germany, and I think probably China in lane 2 in 3rd place behind them.
Megan Cook and Anna Mikkelsen. Megan Cook is in the 2 seat, just in front of Brett Sickler in the bow, and Anna Mikkelsen in the heart of the engine room in the 5 seat, and they finished a frustrating 4th behind Germany. Germany, who are in lane 5, you can just see the bow of their boat, but this is the American 8. Well, they've done the right thing here, Hugh. They've gone out fast, they've got the advantage, now they've got to keep quickening.
Well, they're good enough athletes that they've got the power, that they can, the absolute power that I was talking about earlier, the explosive power to get quickly off the start. They've got the maturity, the age, the training to give themselves the kind of endurance which means they should be able to retain this pace and sustain it over the course. Germany up and down a bit this season, but they've got medalists from yesterday in Hippler and Zimmermann, who were I think silver in the pair and or bronze in the pair, I can't remember, but they've got medalist caliber athletes. Lenka Vech, who was in the 4 until recently, so they've got excellent people rowing in that crew, doubling up, and that means that they've got the same quality to play with.
Australia, well, they've got their women's 4 gold medalists of yesterday. That's Kate Hornsey in the stroke seat, Amber Bradley, Jo Lutz, Robbie Selby-Smith. So they go through in the bronze medal position at the moment. On the far side of them, China, and then Canada and America now. This is where the Americans can expect the challenges to come, because this is the moment where, if somebody wants to lower the colours of the Americans, they've got to make a move, and it's Germany now who are beginning to charge.
Beginning to apply the pressure, and you saw twice, 2 successive strokes, the Americans lurching down to bow side and up on stroke side. So stroke side weren't getting a proper grip on the water in that stroke, and it does make a difference. Now, are these mistakes that are due just simply to the rough water and a bit of bad luck, or are they mistakes due to the pressure being applied by Germany, now creeping up on the USA crew, and with an overlap of about 1/3 of a length at this stage?
Very interesting. In Lucerne, it was Romania who beat the USA and Germany, but Romania really at the moment struggling to be anywhere near contention, and Germany a full 3/4 of a length, a little bit more down than that. Australia with, on the far side, China trying to get into this, but it's America all the way at the moment. The Germans with Nicole Zimmermann and Elke Hippler. Elke Hippler in the stroke seat, as you rightly said, Hugh. They were the bronze medalists in the women's pair, and so you've got real talent in these crews. Coming down to 500 metres to go. Maybe the Germans have just nibbled a bit of the advantage away. It's getting down from 3/4 to half a length.
But it's a long way. They're not going to make that much up, I doubt. It'd be very strange if they could take up 1.887 seconds from a USA crew, where this is what the United States, all the rowing clubs, all the colleges, all the schools, they concentrate on 8s. There's nothing much going on in small boats. They've produced almost nothing in small boats right the way through this regatta. Now we get to the 8s. They're winning the women's 8 at the moment. They've got the men's 8 still to come.
I'm quite impressed with this German 8. They really are pushing it on now, and Elke Hippler trying to raise it yet again. America immediately to their right as they come down with about 250 metres to go, and it is Germany who are pressing on the Americans, but it's still half a length. The Americans holding off the challenge at the moment. Mary Whipple looks round there to her opponents, and at the moment she's got the call over them, and Mary Whipple with the call over her rival Anine Ruppel of Germany as they come down. 10 strokes to go now, and it's the United States of America who are charging, coming down towards the finish now, ahead of Germany. Australia in a real battle for bronze medal now with China. China finishing very strongly just on the other side of the Australians, the defending world champions. They are beaten. The title goes to America, the silver goes to Germany, and the bronze goes to Australia. They just have enough to hold off China. And on the far side, the Canadians
in 5th, and as now Romania crossed the line in 6th place. So they were out of it this time. The United States very, very pleased, not just with the win, but the way that they let Germany come back and then were able to whip it up again and turn it into a very convincing 3/4 length win. And 1.79 seconds, that is 3/4 of a length in an 8 at this speed in this sort of tail conditions. So that's very, very satisfying performance from them because of their recovery in that last 500 metres from the attack from Germany.
And the United States regain the title that they last won in 2002, and before that in 1995 in the women's division. And of course it's the men's 8s to follow, so it could be a really all-American finale. Mike Tatey's 8, the defending champions on the water. A great end to the 2006 World